Mr. Time.
Mr. Shockman.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks.
How have you been?
I've been good, thanks.
That's good.
So how's your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I just went down to the beach, make use of the warm weather.
That's good. Was it busy?
Yeah. Everyone's out trying to get in the heat, I think. Came home, chucked the cricket on.
Oh, so you've been following the Ashes?
Yeah, you've been watching as well.
Yeah, I have been watching us bat. Steve Smith's
mate.
going.
Yeah, it's good. Hopefully we keep the Ashes and.
Yeah, it's very good for able to keep the Ashes.
Yeah, definitely.
So, how'd you get here?
Drove. It took half an hour. Peak hour traffic. It's not fun.
Yeah, rush hour traffic.
Got here in the end, so.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, purpose of the interview today is just to get some background information on how I can best assist you, and I'll be taking a few notes if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
So basically, part of my duty to you as your lawyer is confidentiality. So whatever you tell me, whether it be through phone, email, face-to-face interviews, or the like, it will not be distributed to any third party or other people unless you give permission to do so.
Cool.
That's just one of the important duties. I have to make that crystal clear before you give me any information.
Cool. Alright, sounds good.
Do you have any questions about that or anything at all?
No. Actually, just to clarify, so anything that I say, it's just you and me?
Yep, just between you and me, and then should we choose to go further with our proceedings today, I'll also ask permission
for
third parties,
cool.
but of course I have to ask you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, like I said, we'll be taking notes during the session, you can as well. I'll leave some water here if you need it.
Perfect.
But any questions?
That's good, thank you.
Sure, so when you're ready, just tell me how I can help you today.
Sure. Well, basically, for the past maybe 5 months, I've been looking after my mum at her house. She's been getting quite old, and she's started to be a bit paranoid and a bit forgetful. She doesn't really have a great idea about what's going on or like how to look after herself. For example, she has people that are helping look after her in the house, and she was talking to me the other day how she thought that they were stealing from her and taking food from her fridge and all that type of stuff. But basically, I've been looking after her. I've always been really good. My brothers and sisters, family of 4, but they haven't really done much. Basically, I'm just looking after her for now.
Sure. So you were saying you've been helping her for about 5 months,
5
did you
months,
say? Sure.
Yeah.
What forced that change? Why did you start helping her?
I originally lived in Victoria, but I've been having a little bit of financial issues because I lost my job not long ago. So I thought, considering I don't really have a place to go, I'd move up with my mum, help look after her, but also get a roof over my head.
Sure. So you were in Victoria and then just had some financial and job troubles?
Yeah.
Did you always have a good relationship with your mother?
We were always okay growing up. It could have been better, but no, I think now that she's allowed me to live with her and I've moved up, it's definitely getting a lot better. Recently, I've been really good with her.
Okay, that's good to hear. To hear. So, you've been giving me this background information about what's been happening in the past 5 months, just helping your mum. So, what can I do for you? Why are you here today?
So basically, she had her will originally because she's getting quite old, but because of the help that I've been giving her, she wants to change it. Originally, she was going to leave the house, or the value of the house, split between me, my brothers and sisters, so between 4 people. But now that I've been helping a lot, she wants to split it just with me, so that if anything happens, the house solely goes to me, basically.
Sure. So can you tell me anything about the house, like any details?
So it's on the Sydney waterfront, so it's quite a nice house, quite expensive. But she's been there 40 years. She's been there a long time, and she doesn't really want the house to get sold on. She'd rather that we have it ourselves.
Sure. So she wants to stay with the family?
Yeah, basically.
Or you at least?
Yeah.
Sure. So changing the will because she wants to move the ownership of the house to be, instead of split between your siblings, yourself, just to just you because of the help that you've given her, I assume?
Right. Yeah.
So, is there any other information that you haven't told me?
So, me and my mum were both considering the option of a nursing home.
Sure.
But I think we both kind of want to turn away from that, just because it means that we'd have to sell the house to afford it.
Oh, yes,
Um,
of course.
We don't really want that because, as we said, we want to keep the house within the family, hopefully, and also in her will, it would go to me as well.
Yes. Okay. So you're telling me about your siblings and
Yeah.
how you've got a number of brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
How's your relationship with them, and how do they feel about the option of changing the house ownership
Right.
to just you?
Well, they're not too happy about it. I haven't really always had the best relationship with them. And now, after I've been looking after my mum, basically they're just saying I'm trying to manipulate her just to get like the house and trying to turn her against them. And I guess her choice to change the will kind of reflects that a little bit.
So your siblings have been saying that you've been saying not nice things about them to your mum?
Sort of. That it's more through the fact that I'm looking after her.
Yeah.
I never really asked them, if they wanted to help as well or anything like that. As I said, I just needed a roof over my head as well.
Sure, of course.
And I thought that, I'd do anything I have to do to look after her to try and keep the house and somewhere to stay, basically.
Of course. So didn't want to progress down the nursing home just because of the house ownership and the costs involved.
Exactly. And
Okay.
it'd have to leave the house, leave the family.
Yeah, the house had to be sold, of course. And the siblings are not too happy about moving the ownership to you just because...
Not really, no.
Yeah, and the accusations about them towards your mum. So, if there's any information you haven't told me...
I don't think so. I think that covers
That covers it. So I'll just quickly run through it again.
Sure.
So basically, for about 5 months now, you've been looking after your mother.
Yeah.
You've moved up from Victoria to help your mum. The reason why you moved up is because you had financial troubles because you lost your job.
Yeah.
And in recent times, your mum's become very paranoid and forgetful.
Yeah.
I think anxious is the term I believe
Yeah,
it is.
she can't really look after herself.
Sure.
too
And
well.
that's where the cleans come in
Yeah.
to help. Sure. However, your mum's starting to make a few allegations that they've been stealing some property as
Yeah.
well as taking things away from the fridge and the bedroom.
So she says. I mean, she's old.
Yeah, sure. So your siblings, you have a few brothers and sisters, they haven't been much help to you.
No.
You had an okay relationship with your mum before moving in.
Yeah.
However, now you moved in, that relationship's improved.
Definitely. Yeah.
Sure. So basically, you're here today because your mother wants to change her will because the house that she lives in, she wants the ownership to go to just you when she passes away, as opposed to the current will where it's going to be split between the other siblings.
Yeah.
You told me a few pieces of information about your house.
Yeah.
Your mum's been living in it for about 40 years.
Yeah.
It's on the Sydney
right.
waterfront.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of value that goes alongside.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yep. There's a lot of care going into it.
Yeah.
You did initially think about the nursing home, however you rejected that because of the costs, having to sell the house.
Definitely.
And you did mention the siblings not happy about the house and this proposed will change.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. And the siblings are accusing you of making accusations about them towards your mum.
That's what I think. So yeah.
Sure. So is that all good?
Yeah. That's
Sure.
everything.
Basically, what's going to happen from here is I'm going to get a few contact details from you again.
Sure.
I'm going to review the information that you've given me, and by hopefully this time next week, early next week, or hopefully later this week, I'll be in contact again just about how to move forward, the plans from here, what's going to happen from here.
Okay.
So if you're okay with all that, I'm just going to ask for some contact details.
Sure.
I'm just going to ask you to write your name and your email address.
Sure. Perfect. Easy. Thank you.
Mr. Ty, thank you very
Sure.
much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Good. Yeah.